what time it is. And Juice done popped out.
Mic check 1 2 1 2 1 check 1 2 1 2. My name is Dogface called the Wrong. This is the YouTube streets. We run the streets. We run the streets. Just about a month ago, they were as little as a month ago. You had people questioning the term YouTube streets. You had people questioning whether the term YouTube streets was a viable term. We had everybody saying fuck the YouTube streets. Whack 100 was saying fuck the YouTube streets.
Bosco.
No cash rules. Bosco, Mr. Guy get beat up every time a motherfucker look around was saying the YouTube streets doesn't exist. Hey, listen, a lot of this shit don't exist until we make it exist. Hence the name of YouTube streets. We are the content creators. We don't just regurgitate shit. We come down with individualized, original thought processes. If you see us showcasing somebody else's content by way of video or what have you, it is not to just pirate what they're saying because they're not saying shit. I think we all know that now. I think we are all comfortable with the fact that the YouTube streets is the preeminent source of real nigga conversation. Back with me. The boys are back in town. We back in town, baby.
We
do
back.
I gotta pull the theme music up or what? What we do? Do I gotta pull
man,
it up?
you better not, man. You got me a copyright strike. What you talking about?
Man, you know how we do, man.
I had to clip it out.
You got to clip it out?
I had to clip it out. I had to.
All right. Hey, listen, public figure Boogie, Detroit gossip, Uncle Juice, aka Beat Factory's in the motherfucking building, man. What's the word with you? Hey, Juice, when you comment Dog Pound, you comment in the private chat. You gotta put that motherfucker in the comment section, Juice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in the comment section. What's up? How y'all feel this weekend, man? We almost on April, man.
I'm good. I'm woke.
You woke?
Definitely going.
No, I'm woke.
You
Detroit
woke and I'm
gossip,
here.
what's up with you?
Chilling. He say he woke and I'm here.
So we all present and accounted for. Man, what the fuck is Juice over there doing? Hey, Juice, you don't stop all that goddamn moving around and shit, man.
He trying something new.
He what?
Look like he trying something new over there.
Don't try.
He got a new chair with some new wheels. You see him over there?
Don't try nothing new, man. You know we ain't good. We old dogs in the game. Don't try nothing new.
We call it his new name, Hot Wheel Juice, nigga. It's
Hot Wheel Juice. Don't try nothing new. We gonna strain your back, Juice. Don't you do it? We old.
I'm trying to work this. I'm trying to figure out how to work it.
Oh, we gonna be all day with that, Juice. Now, goddamn it, now. Hey, what we doing, man? What hot topics, man? Hey, listen, since the last time we convened together in an ensemble such as this, we had a lot of breaking news, man.
It's the same thing this time. This whole month.
Same thing, man. Listen, so it's a couple
month
things going on here. It's either, have y'all noticed that whenever we come down with our opinions or our outlook or our take on something, and then you have people jumping on our bandwagon saying, no, that's not what it is. It's not what it is. And then we find out that it is exactly like we said it was originally. Have y'all peeped that?
Exactly, for real.
One thing about that, right? We definitely peeped it, but they refuse to acknowledge the source. They refuse to acknowledge the source for whatever reason.
The unpopular opinion is always right.
In the world we're living in, hey, it is crazy. Hey, listen, let's get right into it. So the self-appointed, the self-anointed kings of social media, DJ Academics, Whack 100, Trap Lore, and
Vlad.
Adam22. Vlad, Adam22, Trap Lord, and Whack 100, they have labeled themselves as the kings of social media. And you did podcasts together. The first time in the history that you had podcasters with this much juice, all except Whack, because Whack don't got no juice. Whack don't do no numbers. Whack is just there to agitate and instigate all things YouTube. So listen, these guys came together coincidentally right after the Big U indictment. Is that a coincidence that all four of these people came together after the Big U indictment?
No, because it ain't no coincidence. Just look at the type of people who we talking about. All these guys is known to work. You see what I'm saying? And it could have been a behind a closed door thing. All of us work until these guys get out the way, and we're gonna have a whole lot to talk about collectively. That's how I look at it.
I don't know if it was a coincidence. They all kind of got the stigma of being the police. So I can see why they came together when the guys just took a fall. You get what I'm saying? I think Adam22 be working and giving up info behind the scenes if he don't like you. Whack is always working. And Vlad, to tell y'all the truth about Vlad, I don't think Vlad working. I think Vlad just such a big platform till you will get on there and say anything. Vlad will ask you something that'll have you in a corner, and 9 times out of 10, like we see these niggas answer. So I don't think Vlad is just the flat out police, but if they come to his doorstep, he not finna help you by not going to the vault and giving up everything. He not finna go to court and fight for it. Oh no, this is my property. None of that. He gonna give it right to him, like Adam just did.
So let's ask you a question, man.
So that's how I think about that.
So I'm gonna ask y'all guys a question and let Juice chime in too. So does the platforms where these guys, these street guys, we're gonna call them street guys, are these platforms, must they think about these guys before release? If the police comes to Vlad, or if the police comes to academics, or basically Vlad and Adam, they have interview platforms. Academics, not so much. He does his interview thing on the side. Are these guys, do they have a responsibility as journalists, as YouTubers, as podcasters, not to turn over work product in which one of these guys may have said something incriminating about themselves or about somebody else? Should they not be releasing this? Should they be trying to stand on the First Amendment? Should they be trying to stand on work product? Should they be hiring lawyers to fight off the feds or local law enforcement to stop them from getting the content?
They don't owe us loyalty for our stupidity.
They not in the business of protecting. If they was in the business of protecting people, they wouldn't allow such stuff to go on their platform or advocate it. So when the police come look at the certain stuff, it's no problem. I don't got no reason to fight this here. This is what happens.
Yeah, they don't owe them loyalty.
Juice?
Oh shoot. Yeah. I mean, I feel like this. Me being a journalist, I only can speak on what I do. I go to bat for anybody that I'd interview, and the police come and just want to take their stuff. I wouldn't care if it was harmless or not. I'm just not gonna cooperate with the police willingly. I'm gonna always make them have to work for what they want from me, especially if it's some evidence they trying to incriminate any other individual that I may have. So speaking from a journalist point of view, me myself, I fight for anybody that I spoke on my shows or had on my shows to not getting criminalized. I'm not just gonna say they don't owe them nothing. I feel they owe every individual that that done came on their platform and helped their platform. they owe them some type of unsaid security. Whereas if law enforcement trying to incriminate you for something you may have said on my platform, I really feel that they should try to fight for them not to get convicted, even if it was at their own stupidity. You feel me?
We niggas though, Juice. We talking from nigga to nigga. That's why it was like, do you think they do? They not niggas. They ain't grow up, come from where we from. They get paid off our pain. They been knowing this from day one. Why do they owe us loyalty? They know what
E-
they in it for. Me and
Even with this,
you,
right?
if another hold on one second. If another nigga come sit on my platform and he say something crazy before he leave out, I'm gonna be like, nigga, I'm editing that out. You know what I'm saying? We ain't, I can't see you walk out of here and you get locked up. They don't go by our rules. They never have. So you can't expect them to hold loyalty for you saying some street shit.
It,
Oops.
it ain't even about street. It's about morals. You feel
But
me?
that's what get them
I'm,
locked up.
They ain't got
Street.
no morals now. And then
but
Adam 20, we talking about Adam 22.
Look who we talking about.
We had Whack 100. We're talking about DJ Academics. We're talking about Vlad TV. These are not necessarily, I'm not going to just condemn them outright, but these are not, I'm not going to say they're not principled men, but like Adam 22's No Jumper platform is like Ricky Lake and Jerry Springer on steroids. Their job is to get the most salacious part of who we are as a people and put it out there and make jokes of it and laugh at it and use it for content. If these motherfuckers, so first of all, man, I think the responsibility of protecting a secret or protecting or shielding somebody from harm, I think the ultimate responsibility lies on the person where the information is coming from. Once you go on social media, even if Adam would have took all his shit down, right? Once you go on social media, once you go on YouTube and put it out there, they don't necessarily even need the raw original footage from Adam. They don't need it because these guys have that footage have already been broadcasted to hundreds, if not thousands, of other people who take content and steal it and re-rock it and remix it. So to answer your question, man, we know that Adam 22 is not from our culture, bro. He don't give a fuck about nothing about being black. He laugh at and make mockery of the black code and standing on the so-called black code. He laughs at how black people look at snitching and how we hold each other's feet to the fire about the whole snitching thing. He laughed at that shit. He has literally laughed about it. So the
I remember
question,
when he
a
go
better
ahead.
question is, should they expect? Not a better question is, should anybody who's been on Adam or academics and said something and incriminated themselves or somebody else, should they expect Adam or DJ Academics or Vlad TV, should they expect them to not cooperate with law enforcement if law enforcement comes knocking for the original footage? Should they have an expectation of these people not to cooperate?
not
I
the
think
reason I
Whack.
was
they
saying that.
got it twisted, right? The reason why they got it twisted, what we talking about right now is a perfect example that there's a difference between YouTubers and journalists. A lot of YouTubers get on here and say, "Oh, I'm just doing this from a journalistic standpoint." True journalists gonna protect the source at all costs. It's people willing to go to jail that's real journalists instead of giving up certain information as to where they got stuff from. So these guys, YouTubers, they not thinking like real journalists with journalistic integrity. So the people that's going on their shows shouldn't expect nothing less because they got it twisted too.
But the question was, do we think? You feel me? Do should they expect them to?
Should we expect
I
them to?
mean,
The
the
only
No,
thing
person is
is,
Whack.
the
no,
thing is,
it's not us. The
anytime.
question wasn't us. It was about the people that's going on the shows. You see what I'm saying? They shouldn't expect nothing but what's happening. It ain't us. The question was about the people that's going on their shows.
Mhm.
Whack
Well,
is
the
the
thing
only
is,
person you should
with the
expect not to do
individual,
that bullshit, but it's too late for him.
with the individuals being journalists, you feel me? No matter if they um hosting on YouTube or Instagram,
That don't make you a
common
journalist.
courtesy to the next individual. If law enforcement come and it ain't nothing to do with hurting no women and children, it's something that they said on your show. I mean, just morally. you should try to secure that, even though it don't matter because it's already been aired. That's why you should really put up the fight. Well, okay, y'all seen it, y'all coming to get it from me. I'm gonna just put up the fight just to be an asshole, like y'all being assholes coming to harass me about this stuff. You feel me? I would say, yeah, they should put up a little fight about the material. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all the only ones that benefited off the material anyway. You feel me?
Okay, so now let's go back to cause and effect. Whose fault is it, Juice, that Adam22, Vlad TV, DJ Academics, Trap Lower, whose fault is it that these guys are voluntarily going on these platforms and talking about criminal shit, about
Oh, it's
unsolved?
they the corporates for sure. They the biggest corporates at hand, but it's still like driving a car. You as a journalist, you don't supposed to just go into let a person just completely wreck out either. Like Boogie said, if somebody put some stuff on there and he felt it was criminating for them down the line, he tell them, hey, I'm gonna edit that out. And they got the same choices, but they choose, since it don't affect them, and they just they ain't lived that life, so they don't understand it all the way. They go put it out for content and gain them some finance off of it. So that most
That, that's
definitely
that's
the,
that's the
the
whole business, though.
interviewee
See, see
is
they,
more held
yeah.
accountable. But every individual that go on there, you ain't dealing in the right state of mind themselves. They have all these type of different drugs. They cross addicted. You feel me? They got money waved in their face. Not
Hey,
making no
Juice.
excuses. Not
Hey,
making no
Juice.
excuses.
That,
But
that
you
sounds like a
you
motherfucker's
know,
excuse, Juice. That sounds like, hey, listen, let's take case in point.
Let me explain
Luce,
how they move. I got you. This is how they move. They like the cartel. When you take a cartel all the money, that's the wrong thing to do. So they take them all the information, and it be gangster shit, right? Once they walk out of there, they don't give a fuck what happened to them because they already got the money. So we don't give a fuck if they hit the lights on this nigga. That's how the cartel work. That's exactly how they work. You coming in with information. We're gonna try to get the best, grittiest information out of you because we gonna see a payday off this. We don't give a fuck about you. We don't ask about your music. We don't ask about none of that. We hardly even know you. We only know you off one situation. We get that info. Once you walk out of here, we don't care. If the feds come get you, we don't care. If they see this interview and they want to see the rest of it, what I cut out, and they want to come get it, I'm going to hand it to them because we don't care. Not me personally, but them niggas. Nah, let's say you withhold some information, right? It get juicy and you withhold it. Them niggas, they gonna make sure you get back to their motherfucking platform to keep this motherfucking story going. If you tell everything in one wop, which most of these niggas do, and you shouldn't even be telling no gangster shit. You should be going on there as a fucking character. Point blank, period. This shit ain't the street. It's the streets, but it shouldn't be the streets like the streets.
Y'all want to
These
hear one
niggas
thing
do this
though?
shit.
Oh my bad.
They
I thought
do
you
it
were done.
to themselves, and that's what these niggas is here for the content. They don't owe us no loyalty, bro.
It, it's like this, right? Journalists got a handbook that most of them subscribe to. It's called the Integrity for Journalists, right? And inside that handbook, so anybody that's listening can pull it up on Google, social media, or whatever. And inside the handbook, it states that they are to bring no harm to the person they interviewed or what was talked about and displayed during the interview. These guys don't hold no journalistic integrity. They looking for dollars. They looking for clicks and views. You see what I'm saying? So they don't have no problem of not protecting who was on their show. They don't give a fuck.
and that's what
Juice.
I'm saying. The question was, do we feel they owe them that? They do owe a person that. You go let me crash out, even if I ain't conscious of it. That's like, because the guy about to run into
Why
you with
though?
his car when you driving, you ain't gonna get
Why
out the
do
way. You
why
feel me?
do
So
these
you
particular people owe anybody anything? Just why?
You say what?
Why do they owe anybody anything?
I said out of integrity. They owe that. They owe that out of morals. Somebody
They ain't
did
That's
got
you
what
a
I
no.
was.
favor.
That's what I was just
They ain't
explaining. They
operating.
Did,
have no integrity or morals. And if we
no,
talking about them being journalists, journalists got a handbook that they supposed to subscribe to.
Man,
These
it's
guys don't
different
got
type.
not
It's
one
different
type
type
of.
of journalists, bro.
Let me
It's
ask you a
different
question, right?
type.
Let me ask you a question.
You
Let's
still
put it.
supposed to protect the person that you interview at all costs.
Okay, so watch this.
that's
Right,
what
watch
I.
this.
That's
Right.
what
So
I
listen.
just said.
So hold on now. Hold on now. So as journalists, traditionally trained, classically trained journalists, right? They talk about because a journalist is only as good, a reporter is only as good as the stories they are able to get, as the news they're able to break faster than somebody else, right? Journalists used to be some bad motherfuckers. Reporters used to be some bad motherfuckers. They be more. It was powerful all throughout the country, all throughout the world. A journalist would get the shit faster than God get the news. And motherfuckers used to go and report shit to journalists with the understanding that the journalists was not going to expose where it came from. And this situation is different because Luce Cannon, Bricc Baby, and the whole Christopher Lovejoy, these motherfuckers are not, they are first party telling shit that they know. They telling shit they come across. They telling on facts of criminal activity. They're flat out telling these platforms about this shit. They're not, and they're citing them. They themselves are the source. And they are gathering information based on their contacts and connections inside the underworld, specifically the Rolling 60s, the Crip, the gang culture. They telling shit firsthand. They ain't going whispering to no motherfucker. These motherfuckers are going on these platforms. They picking their phone up.
They on the camera they sell.
They on their camera themselves.
No
So
doubt.
you going to Vlad academics, what of the Whack 100 camp, and you telling on yourself, and then you pick your phone up and you tell on yourself again, and you jumping from Luce Cannon went on Vlad, he went on No Jumper, he went on academics, and he told the story about how Big U orchestrated the assault, the theft, the robbery, the kidnapping, the extortion of other human beings. And he was involved with it himself. So what do these platforms owe a motherfucker like Luce Cannon, who is guilty of the Luce Cannon is sitting in jail right now because he helped provide information against Big U. And the crimes that he expressed happened and he explained happened. We know the feds picked up on those crimes and then went to investigate based on what he said. And what he said was based on personal knowledge of him being there and being an active participant in the shit. So if this nigga is going that far and hopping from platform to platform, screaming at the top of his lungs, wanting to be heard, what then do these platforms owe these motherfuckers in terms of protecting them when they're going from platform to platform to platform, recklessly talking about criminal activity?
Not a damn thing.
Like Boogie said, if they cared, it just showed that they didn't care. You feel me? Because the
They never
thing
said they
is,
cared though.
if you cared about your work and your brand, you wouldn't allow the feds to tarnish your reputation as being a police ass platform.
Hey,
You could tell some of them young guys once the show stopped. Hey, did this here, man. You would beforehand. Hey, we ain't gonna talk about this. You want to talk about that? You know that might get you locked up. They might come. They can be some type of get them some type of deterrence and allow them to say, hey man, fuck you. I'm gonna say it anyway. You
hey,
feel
Juice,
me?
let me ask you a question.
It seems like they lead them into certain stuff
They
like they
do.
did.
They do.
Without a doubt.
Hey, Zeus, they listen.
Without a doubt.
They want the most salacious details. They want the most
I,
outrageous stories.
I'm aware of that, but I'm saying that still don't make it right. I'm
Hey, so
saying
watch this.
that,
Okay, watch
and
this.
Let
So
me tell you how
you can't.
knowledgeable
hold
these
on,
niggas
hold on,
is.
hold on,
They go on the
hold on.
platform. They
Go
go
ahead.
on the platform and they say to Vlad, this how knowledgeable they is, Juice. They'll go on the platform and be like, Vlad, You do police ass shit. You the police. First off, sir, why the fuck is you even there then? That's
Well,
how knowledgeable they
all
is for the shit they be saying out their mouth. Motherfuckers will go and be like, you just did some police shit. You asked police questions. So for the person saying you ask police questions, you the police, what the fuck is you doing there?
Well, I don't know any individuals who got caught up who actually asked him that off the dribble. But I know individuals done seen his show before, and they very well know that it don't turn out good for every individual. But because they, I feel he still take advantage of their whatever reason they go on there to
Hey,
give up the
Juice.
sauce.
Hey,
You
Juice.
Hey, you
feel me?
want to?
Hey, Juice. Listen, when you say, I think square ass white boy Vlad TV takes advantage of some street savvy ass killer gangbang niggas who on social media and YouTube scream to the world they the biggest gangster. They was raised, they was born in gang activity. They was born in
But
this. They was born in,
they
but this is
actions they
no,
actions show contrary to that.
but hey, listen, but Vlad TV, academics, and Adam22, they're not reporting, they're not trying to purport to anybody that they are street niggas who adherent to no code. If you go to them, it's like Jerry Springer. We saw all kind of ridiculous calamity ass shit on Jerry Springer. Was it Jerry Springer's job to tell that, hey, black woman, don't admit that you have fucked 5 niggas and you don't know who the baby daddy is? Was it Jerry Springer's job to say that? Was it Ricky Lake's job? Was it Steve Wilko's job to say, hey, black people, black woman, black sir,
See,
don't come on here exposing y'all shit?
I don't think them good examples, dog. Fight.
Let me tell you how it is.
We
Them
very well
perfect
know.
examples.
Let me
Hey,
tell you how
We
it
very well
is.
know a lot of Jerry Springer stuff wasn't real. A lot of that stuff
Yeah, hey,
wasn't
but
real.
listen,
We
whether it was
comparing
real,
that to real life
no,
situations now.
no. Whether it was real or not, it was an example of the worst part of us as a people. And you have people from countries, you have white people who looked at. Listen. They have studied Ricky Lake in college. They have studied Jerry Springer in college. They have studied the behavior of black people displayed on those are the first reality shows, bro. Those are the first, long before BET and MTV get reality shows, we had Jerry Springer, Ricky Lake, Howard Stern. So you have people from European countries and other countries who look at Jerry Springer and say, that's black people. You have people from different ethnicities in different countries who look at Jerry Springer and Ricky Lake and Steve Wilko and Howard Stern back in the day, like we did when we was in prison. You got motherfuckers who actually form their opinions about who black people are, black women, black men, black households, black family, by watching this bullshit, whether it's fake or not, they believe it's true. Now, take it a step further. And listen, you talking about gang bangers and criminals who have alleged murdered, sold drugs, been in prison, state and fed joint. They travel the world. They've been around the biggest rappers, the biggest singers. They've been around the biggest producers in the country, in the world. Hip hop is king. The first responsibility to keep your mouth shut is on you who have raised your right hand and pledged allegiance to uphold the principles and bylaws of street etiquette and
To
street
this
culture.
street shit.
Vlad TV never said he's operating with no integrity. Vlad, a white boy from the suburbs, because he's tapped into the black thing with the entertainment, don't mean that he subscribed to that shit. It's his job to get you or to convince you or to trick you into saying the most salacious, most ridiculous shit because it's going to drive his numbers through the roof. He gets paid for that.
He tapped into what sale. That's
And
all he did.
this is not me going against what you're saying, Juice. This is me telling you, me asking you, hey, listen, whose responsibility, Juice, when you been raised in the street, whose responsibility was to keep crime out of the public domain? Who's responsible? See, these niggas so fucked up. The gang culture got niggas thinking that gang equals high level criminal. Because you a Crip or Blood, that don't mean you know high level criminal, bro. It don't take shit to be a Crip and Blood. You ain't gotta be no money getter, Juice. You ain't gotta be no Killer?
It's evident they not the brightest in thinking, and that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. To go back to
So
the journalists,
who?
it go back
No,
to
no,
the
no, no, no.
journalists still giving them interviews. You
No,
feel
no.
me?
Listen,
No,
listen.
no.
They never and listen. Vlad TV never said he's a journalist. He has an interview platform. Academics never said he's a journalist, even though he's operating a quasi.
That nigga's a streamer.
He's a
You want to
streamer.
hear something?
That's it.
They call themselves YouTubers, right? They
Mm-hmm.
even if they wanted to call themselves journalists, they can't be. And academics, anytime he get a chance, he always saying he not a street nigga. So street nigga principles do not apply to him.
But we ain't. And this ain't got nothing to do with the streets. We talking about journalists. We ain't saying nothing about the
That,
streets. I'm saying
journalists
out of
don't even apply to
I'm just
these
saying out of
guys.
They
human
ain't journalists,
integrity.
Juice.
We
That
go
don't
we gonna
apply
They
to
take
them.
away titles. We gonna take away all titles. Just being a human being, and you knowing these people trying to trap this person up for a part you played in,
who
recording
people?
them,
Who people?
confessing to some things that they shouldn't, that they
Hey,
should have
Juice.
knew better, but they
Hey,
still
Huh,
Juice.
you
Juice?
still.
What?
Huh?
Hey,
Hold on, let
Juice.
Huh,
me
Juice?
finish. Let me finish.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Every time I'm trying to talk, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Have at it. You are saying that these people who do not call themselves, do not refer themselves to journalists, they don't. If they were, and then these people are not. Most journalists are investigative journalists, like Geraldo Rivera, right? They would go out and they would seek out information, and people would not be forthcoming with information. They would be hiding. So journalists had to trick and deceive and to convince people to tell them about the criminal activity or about whatever the fuck going on the general public don't know. These motherfuckers right here are voluntarily seeking out platforms to go tell their story. So they don't give a fuck who hears it. If it's a big enough platform, then these motherfuckers are going to the biggest platforms they can find to scream about what they want to say on the highest mountains. So I'm just simply saying that Adam22 is not a journalist. He's a white boy who created a platform where it's like a reality show sitcom thing where they talk about all things interesting to the world, whether it's crime, whether it's gang culture. The Adam22 show is an LA based gang culture behemoth. And don't forget Bosco. What's the guy with the 55 on his face in prison?
Crip Mac.
Crip Mac. Crip Mac's downfall was not cripping. Crip Mac downfall was Adam22's no jumper.
If you made a name for yourself in any type of way and it could stand a little bit, it's just like, okay, pull up. That's what it is. Like it's not journalism. It's
What
I think we're getting journalism in a traditional manner, in a traditional sense, mixed up with streaming and podcasting. I don't think I refer to myself as a journalist. I refer to myself as a YouTuber and a podcaster. But because I'm from the streets, there's certain things that I'm just not going to partake in, and I'm not going to allow a motherfucker. Because Juice, Adam22, Juice and Adam22 ain't the same motherfucker. Y'all ain't got the same experiences. Y'all don't come from the same shit. Juice, you a street nigga, so you looking at this shit through the lens of a street nigga. Adam22 is a white boy from the suburbs of somewhere. He don't give a fuck about that. All he cares about is come on my show, say shit that's gonna make motherfuckers bite and listen and click and share and comment so I can get in check.
this what's going on with this whole situation, right? Anybody is allowed on these guys' show where they give an exclusive, no matter what the exclusive is about. If the exclusive is getting somebody locked up later, the exclusive is talking about a murder. Long as they get to they show with the information first, they being allowed. Morals and integrity is out the window. They don't have them, and they don't think like the minority of us. And what I mean, a minority of us, the people that lived a certain type of way that they definitely didn't live. So they don't give a fuck one way or the other. They racing to give up this information. That's all. That's all I'm saying. They don't experiences and walks of life is not like ours.
So, Juice, here's the question: Is it true that the first line of protection, if you in the street and you engage in criminal activity, is it true that the first line of defense to protect yourself from discovery is your own tongue, your own mouth? Is that true?
He got the new sound effect.
Right, that ain't me.
Yeah.
I thought you had some
You
new
said the
shit
first
going on.
thing what now?
Listen, when you in the street and you doing street shit, you partaking in street shit, whose responsibility is it to safeguard your secrets about the criminal shit that you know about or into?
Shoot, that ain't nobody's responsibility but my own. Should nobody know what I'm doing but me?
So how do we know, Juice? How do we know that Big U orchestrated the theft of Christmas toys out of a U-Haul that was parked in front of his house in LA? How do we know that Big U allegedly played a part in having those kids Christmas toys stole out that U-Haul? How we know that?
Shoot, it motherfuckers told on him.
Who told on him?
But that didn't come from Big U. Big U ain't telling on himself on that.
No, yeah, of course not. But
Luce.
who told on him?
Luce Cannon.
Luce Cannon is a rolling 60s crip, right?
Right.
So what was Luce? Luce is a street nigga, been locked up, been gang banging, been putting in work for 10
But
plus years.
see what they was doing wasn't even reporting. They was using their platforms to tell. So
Oh yeah, yeah.
that wasn't that wasn't designed by ignorance. That was designed deliberately. You feel me? So he deliberately set out to put that information out there. But I was really referring to other situations, but I ain't gonna point out no particular situation. It's just
No, but and listen, I get you though.
just being a human being, period. You know what I'm saying? Certain things you don't supposed to set out to do nobody to hurt nobody, period. I don't care what your title is, regardless of your title or your human background.
Hey,
Just
Juice,
knowing somebody about to be done dirty, you supposed to have some type of morals about you and some dignity as a human being. You feel me?
we dealing with Juice. Didn't
Some
somebody tell
people
you?
have no human compassion, man.
Hey, Juice.
No, I
Listen,
know that. I'm very aware of that. I'm
listen,
not blind that people don't have that, but I'm just saying that you pose to. I'm not go not speak and
Who's
say
supposed to?
you ain't what you ain't supposed to do. You still ain't supposed to set out if you know. It's different when you do something in the blind, because every guy that go up there and tell a story don't mean it's facts to it. A guy can say he killed 100 motherfuckers, that don't mean it's true. But when you know the police involved and they're investigating, then you're supposed to look at it a little different. You know, some things fake, and then some things realer than real. You feel me? That's all I'm saying. You as an individual, you allowing somebody to lend your ear to somebody to share some personal experience that may down the line come to bite them in the ass. You supposed to still take some consideration that as being morally wrong. You feel me?
okay, so watch
They
this.
have no fucking
So
moral.
watch
I
this.
mean,
They
I
asked.
understand that you ain't telling me something that I ain't
What Big
comprehend. 'Cause,
Me say
you
to
know,
Cario?
y'all hammering the nail that already been hammered. You feel me?
No.
I'm
What I'm
not
saying
saying
is,
I'm not
so my
saying
saying is,
that I'm blinded by what they doing. I know they doing what they doing intentionally. But does it make it right? That's all I'm saying. They supposed
We're
to
no,
have
not
we
they
saying it
ain't,
they,
make
they,
it
we ain't
they
right.
ain't
saying it's
making it
right.
right.
We ain't saying it's right. I'm asking. The question is, do they have a responsibility? Does Adam22, DJ Academics, Vlad TV, or any other podcaster, do they bear the shoulder of responsibility to protect a fool from himself when it's not their stated goal to do anything other than to get content, the craziest, most salacious content they can, to inspire and to instigate people to watch their platforms? Because the shit Luce Cannon was saying about Big U They've been on a Big U attack for more than a year. He told DJ Academics, he told No Jumper that Big U orchestrated from afar the kidnapping, hostage taking, extortion, and assault and robbery of Meat Mills and Rick Ross. These guys went on platforms after platform after platform telling the same story. Telling the same story. So at what point, I'm of the opinion, man, that the buck stops at your own feet when you're doing some dumbass shit. Once you put some shit out into the ethers, you can't expect nothing other than motherfuckers to grab hold to it because of how outrageous and how bizarre it is. We're living in a time now where niggas do the most bizarro shit and then point at other motherfuckers and say, nigga told on me. How in the fuck can Luce Cannon? How in the fuck can Luce Cannon say anybody told on him or anybody told on Big U before he said what he did to Big U? That's the next question. Did Luce Cannon, in these stories that he told, did he tell, was he trying to get Big U knocked off? Was he just telling stories about shit that happened in the hood?
You want to hear something though? He's so entrenched into the street life that one would think that he know the street rules since he a high-ranking member, right? So when he telling those stories, one can only assume that it was to knock him off. Because if anybody that's living by the gang, like gang rules, know damn well not to get on TV with it. You see what I'm saying? So only thing we can assume that was his point.
He did it. He did it because one, that was whack play, and whack showed him to some money, so he trusted whack. And like I said, it was whack play.
All right,
like
so
shit, you know.
I want to play something for y'all. This is Luce Cannon. This phone call came in 2 days ago. This is Luce Cannon. He's calling from a federal holding facility in Nevada. Let's listen to what Luce Cannon had to say when he called in. He already in jail for talking. Can you hear this, Juice?
Yup.
Here we go.
Luce, what's cracking, bro?
Luce Cannon.
What's up with it, King? How you doing?
Not much, man. We tapped in right now. We got the viral way on here. We got Lush, and we got the one and only Munchie B.
Andre.
What up? What up with everybody?
Chilling, man. Yeah, we were just having conversations, and we were kind of, you know, I mean, I guess first question is just how you doing in there? What's your state of mind as you're locked up?
Nah, this state of mind is good because at the end of the day, it's like, let this truth be known. Like, I don't put the niggas. You know what I'm saying? So everything else is false.
Okay. Do you like? What's your media strategy in terms of talking on podcasts, doing live streams, etc., while you're in federal custody?
No, it's not that. It's just I'm doing the same thing that I was doing outside.
Now, hey, Juice. This motherfucker asked him what his media strategy was for talking about his case while he's in federal fucking custody. And mind you, he's in federal custody in part because of information that he divulged about Big U and his involvement in robberies, extortions, kidnapping, all this shit. This white, look at this motherfucker's face right here. He's asking him what his media strategy is.
That nigga feet kicked up. He ain't even got a fucking footrest.
He asked this nigga what his media strategy is. He said, "Oh no, I'm just doing the same thing that I was doing when I was out." Watch this.
I'm saying nothing changed. At the end of the day, it's like I don't have to. I have no parts of what happened, what's going on, or anything like that. But
how you ain't have no parts of what's going on and what's happening, when a part of the indictment it exactly parallels the stories you told about motherfuckers being kidnapped, robbed, extorted, the whole 9 yards. The feds use your telling these stories on these platforms to launch an investigation about the crimes that you said happened. How are you not a part of this shit?
That he was there for, though.
That he was there for and participated in.
I ain't gonna say anything. A lot of people rolled over and turned on the nigga, and it is what it is.
Who turned on you already?
No, I'm talking about on Big Useless.
Oh.
This nigga just said a lot of people turned on Big U. Ain't you the one who interviewed the person, the Rolling 60s Crip person from Los Angeles? Aren't you the one who interviewed this guy on YouTube and Instagram, Luce Cannon, where in which this guy, he told a story that Big U orchestrated the theft of a U-Haul truck full of $40,000 worth of toys for kids' Christmas in December. Ain't you the one who interviewed this motherfucker where this guy detailed in explicit he described in explicit detail how the theft of the U-Haul truck, him having the keys, he getting the keys from Big U. Big U gonna pay him $40,000, and him and his partner $40,000 when he get the GoFundMe money, charity money to make up for these, and they still had the toys. Ain't you the one who did that?
He definitely did, but he just said what he said. As far as everybody else flipping on him, that was cold talk for whatever they said. I'ma cooperate it. Like they already said it, so I'ma cooperate their story. That's basically all he's saying. When he like, oh, everybody done already flipped on Big U.
So did Luce Cannon, when you telling these stories about robbery, kidnapping, extortion, assaults, murders, and when you telling these stories on public platforms, knowing these platforms are police platforms in most respects, you don't think the hip hop police is studying Adam22, Vlad? When he's saying that, oh, people already flipped on Big U, you spent the better part of the last year telling everything that Big U did criminally.
He flipped on it before they did.
Yes, they flipping on him now. You flipped on him to lead to this shit. You not only describe what you did, you describe what he did, and you also named other people who was involved with this shit. The police they don't need nobody to flip because you gave them the whole goddamn rundown.
Shoot,
people are already telling on him.
Started the whole indictment.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking. Let's listen to what this clown had to say.
Yeah. So it's like I'm just sitting in here right now, just going through the process.
Damn.
Is everybody telling Luce, or do you know specifically who's been telling?
Shit, everybody got out. The only people that's still in here is what me breaking him.
Have you had any conversations that were basically like, we'll let you out right now, you just got to tell us this, this, and this?
Hell no, that ain't no conversation.
So they consider you to be such a crucial part of this.
Adam's facial expression when he talking. He knows that young man, Luce Lip Cannon, put himself in federal custody. He knows that. And he look at the sarcasm and the facetious attitude and the dismissive and the joking attitude he's having with a guy who's locked up in federal custody right now and charged with shit to get him a natural life bit. Look at Adam's face.
This case that they're not even proposing a deal.
No, I haven't. No, it's not that. It's not that at all.
Safety valve?
It's just the point of it is it's just not going to happen. Just put it that way.
the feds know that you're so solid that they wouldn't even ask you to talk.
No, it's not gonna happen.
So did you catch word that I just revealed it like an hour ago on this podcast, but basically the feds came to my house and the one and only thing that they were interested in was the cease and desist from Big U because of your appearance on the podcast with Whack, in which you basically said that Big U had knowledge of the Nipsey situation before it happened.
What's up, babe?
The thing is, it's like, I'm gonna say it like this because he's going through something.
All right.
It's just why I send a cease and desist. It's not true. That's all I have to say.
And that's what a lot of people are
It's
suggesting. Yeah.
defamatory though.
Yeah, even if it's not true, it is
Right.
It's a defamatory statement for sure. Absolutely, I could understand him not wanting that out there, even if it wasn't true, to keep it a stack.
What do we say about? So what are we saying about that? What are we saying about this motherfucker's basically saying
He trying to stand on what he said is true. He in the feds and he trying to stand on what he said about Big U is true. This nigga Luce kind of he a fool.
this motherfucker just said because Big U filed a cease and desist order against No Jumper and him and whoever for saying that he had parts in criminal activity. He's saying that if it wasn't true, why would he file a cease and desist against the platform No Jumper and all the people involved? I'm gonna file a cease and desist because clown ass nigga No Jumper and academics and whoever else is giving you a platform to say that I committed some crimes that you can't prove I did, and you are causing me irreparable harm to my reputation and my status by claiming I did all this illegal criminal shit.
Luce is building receipts through the phone. He telling through the phone.
He ain't only telling through the phone. He made it like he's something different, talking about some, they know not to ask me this shit because who I am. Who the fuck are you? You already locked up for giving up all that bullshit on live TV.
He said I ain't gotta ask him. He already told.
Right. How long you gonna
What
be here?
questions is needed to be asked if people are getting indicted or allegedly to be getting indicted on what was said on academics?
You want me to meet you at the restaurant or you gonna go back home?
It's downtown, so
Yeah, that makes sense.
I could meet you at the
What
office.
you say, Les?
I was saying,
All
I
right.
think it's a defamatory statement, regardless. So I could see him not
You meet
wanting
the
that out,
office.
even if it wasn't true.
Okay, I'll meet you up there.
Yeah.
All
But
right.
if you wanted to prove
Be
somebody
safe.
that was a liar, right? You don't want to pull it out. I mean, put it out,
This
right?
shit I'm sick about.
Right, stop it.
No.
You already here?
And then we
Yeah.
Listen, look how they laughing at him, man. Juice, what say you about what you're listening to right now, Juice?
They getting amusement off our downfalls. You feel
All
me?
right.
It's very entertaining to them, and it's prosperous for them. You know what I'm saying? And for them to get off with it and wave their hands like Pilot, like they ain't had nothing to do with it, and these boys still calling them, giving them more content. You know what I'm saying? Just alone them, just them calling in alone is content. You feel me? People go view in just to hear what they got to say. You know what I'm saying? It just baffled me on how ignorant some of our people could really be, and how naive they could be for $1 and some clicks and likes, man. You know what I'm saying? That shit is embarrassing as a race of people to me. You feel me?
You think he get paid for that, Juice? Or you think he just calling in, just volunteering shit like he volunteered shit on Big U? Do you think he get paid for that? Or you think he just
No, he's
volunteered?
not getting paid right now. They getting paid.
Y'all didn't even peep it though. In this case, right here, they actually tried to save Luce Cannon ass in that clip.
The girl
Luce
still
Cannon kept running.
paid.
Luce Cannon kept running off at the mouth. They tried to clean it up for him. He didn't take it. That's why they looked at each other and was laughing like, man, this nigga crazy.
Right.
They actually just tried to help him.
Right. At our amusement. That's why I say that's what they was doing. They laughing at him.
And I would laugh at I would laugh too and put it out like, man, I just tried to help this nigga. I just gave him an out for what he just said and he didn't take it. He stood on it.
No, he stood on it.
So I'm putting it out.
Look at the basis of the whole call.
But I don't.
He knew when he was calling it was for content. He knew that off the bat, and he still called in knowing they was gonna create it. So he made the choice himself to make them jackass comments.
Listen, no, it ain't. Y'all missing the whole point. That the stuff he doing now ain't by no mistake. He want that to get out. See, he dry snitching right now. So all that he doing that deliberately. He didn't need an out for that. He ain't now this right now, he doing it deliberately, like he was doing before telling the stuff on Big U. So this form, that's why he say they know better to come and ask me. Because now what he doing, he dry snitching. He giving them what they need. You feel me? For them to come to him. He want them to come to him so he can help them out. Luce Cannon setting the stage for him to get out, man. He didn't need Adam them to free him from that. He want that to get out there. Because he go cooperate. You feel me?
Now that's a fact.
Yeah, I don't know.
No. But if we talking right, that's facts, right? Why stop something that you saying is a lie?
Right. I mean, hey, I guess he really wanted to.
Man, look at the guy right here with the gray joggers on with the right here. Look at him right here.
Pull it up. It ain't on the screen.
Oh, my bad. Look at the guy right here, man. Look at the guy right here, sitting right here. Can y'all see my cursor? This guy right here, on sitting to the left with the gray jogger suit with the blue. He ain't saying shit. He ain't saying a motherfucking thing. He ain't saying nothing. Just look at him. He ain't saying. Listen to this stupid shit. Let's look at it.
To stop that narrative, I guess.
When a lie linger too long, it become the truth, bro.
Yeah, I'm not his defense attorney, but I could think of a few.
Like nobody want to lie out there about him, so that's why you would do it cease and desist. If you feel it ain't true.
Well, that's like, yeah.
So Luce Cannon is saying, why would he do a cease and desist to stop us from saying he killed, robbed, scam motherfuckers? I'm doing a cease and desist, my nigga, because you're saying something that's disparaging to my character, nigga. And the longer a lie is out there, or the longer the truth is out there, whether it's the truth or not, I'm gonna stop you. I'm gonna stop these niggas from helping you broadcast my motherfucking business. A cease and desist, when you issue a cease and desist against somebody, that don't mean that what they saying about you is a lie. That ain't what that mean. And they are all saying, well, wait a minute, hold on, that ain't what that mean. Everybody on this panel, listen, the nigga to the left right here, the guy to the right here with the blue shoes on the table, the guy with the brown sweatshirt on sitting in the back, they ain't saying nothing because they know everything this nigga saying is some fuckery.
But it's what Juice said. Like, nigga, he painted his narrative to the shit. It was the cease and desist to the Nipsey thing. So he gonna say, nigga, it's true. Fuck what y'all talking about.
Career-ending information. You know what I mean? Like, or statement. If people associate him with the death of somebody so beloved, that fucks off his business, right?
But everybody is getting misconstrued. Nobody's saying that he has something to do with it. He just acknowledged. I mean, no, it's just like if somebody on somebody that know me, right, and they basically be like, "Man, I'm either gonna get that nigga because of whoopty whoop," and I'd be like, "Well, shit, go and get your man." You get what I'm saying? That's just how it is. My statement is, Nipsey wasn't his brother. Nipsey wasn't like his son. He keeps claiming that and putting that energy in the air when he didn't.
Dog just got up and walked off, right? Why did he just get up and walk away? That's what I want to know.
He disgusted. Nigga, he know what's going on. He like, oh hell no. He know what's going on. He like this nigga on air. He telling like nigga to the world.
He doesn't understand. Luce Cannon is a nigga who suffered some type of brain injury as a child. His computer ain't computing. Hey, Juice, does this? So listen, hey, Juice, do you think that Luce Cannon understands that what he's doing is wrong? A part of me think this nigga slow, Juice.
A part of me know he's slow. I agree with you totally. He's slow. He's slow than the gang of winos. But I think right now he in survival mode with these phone calls. That's why he called his wife every day. She displaying every phone call, and he's saying more and more incriminating stuff. I think really he on the dry snitch tip. He want to tell because he already been telling. You feel me? He was being stupid, but I think now he actually want to tell without having to tell. You feel me? He don't want to be flat out be known as a flat out rat. He'd rather be known to be stupid than a rat. You feel me? So what he doing now is called dry snitching. He steady because why he ain't stopped talking. All that talking what got us right here now today. You feel me? So for him to be calling from a jail phone that tell you every call, this call is being monitored, and still he's saying the stuff he's saying, it's clicking in his head every time he dial that number. They go remind you. You know this call being monitored, idiot. You
Hey,
feel me? So I
I
think what he doing now is he letting it out to Adam. Look who he calling. He steady calling Adam. He wasn't going on Adam like this before he got locked up. He went on Adam and did a big hookup with Bricc, baby, got locked up. And now every day he calling the 21 Jump Street every day now. And he telling them more and more stuff on their case. He's speaking on an open case. When he just got finished saying he was so pissed off at 600 for speaking on an open case. So that's why it brings me to the reality of he gotta be conscious of some of the stuff he's doing and doing it deliberately. So he ain't gotta, go back and play the Adam show. He gonna make them go make Adam give up them tapes. Why? Because he gonna tell them, all you gotta do, I told it on Adam. Go pull them Adam shows. I got it. He gonna tell his lawyer. He gonna work out a puffer with his lawyer. Or however you call that rat hookup they do.
Yeah, that Juice. Yeah, 5K1.
hey, listen though, this
He
guy
a
not
walking. He a
Hey,
walking 5K1.
I'm rolling with Juice on that.
I concur. He a walking 5K1. Go here, Detroit gossip.
once the cat is off the bag, ain't no putting it back in, right? So all this him want to look stupid and not to be known as a rat, all his talking his statement is a rat action. So he don't care if he looks stupid or not. You see what I'm saying? He to the point what we were talking about. We watching words getting changed in our face every day. He is living example of people not caring what a rat means. He know damn well certain words you don't say. This guy top ranking. He top ranking. He know what to say and what not to say. I can't go for that stuff that he just a jackass like that, man. He know exactly what he doing.
So watch this. We also have the infamous, the notorious Bricc baby called in too. So they say 3 people are still locked up. And they said everybody else who's free, they are struck some type of cooperative deal.
And they still at work every day. It don't matter where they at in the world. They at work.
So listen, guess who else called in to do content on No Jumper?
Who that?
Hey, so look.
I only got like 4-5 minutes to talk.
All right, look, you live. Bricc, you live. They can hear you. All right.
Shit, I ain't saying nothing. No, it just is what it is. Free to look, you already know what it is. Free to break. And nigga not tripping. We right here live from the Fed. And ain't shit happening with the Bricc gang. We do shit to people. We the people. We ain't, you know what I mean? We ain't going for none of that. I heard there's some shit going viral talking about a nigga that did something to a nigga, man. 6'7". Nigga ain't out the way, man. Come on, man. The nigga ain't touched me.
Man, come on, man. You already know they on there. It's a whole bunch of rumors flying around. They said you got hit up in there, all type of shit.
Man, I'm that guy, dude. Like, not like that, though, bro. But you know what I mean? This is where unfortunately, this is where I grew up at, gang. So this like second nature to a nigga, but it's all gravy. We right.
This call is from a federal prison.
It ain't what a nigga think it is. A nigga be back soon. They probably gonna give a nigga a bail soon, but you know what I mean? They go on the way.
That's love. That's love. You know, glad to hear from you. Glad that you can talk to the people and let them know that you're safe. You know, there's been rumors going around, all type of shit.
And I'm on the main line, nigga. Ain't on none of that other shit. So, nigga, it is what it is. Free the Bricc. I'm finna be right here. You know what I mean?
He's asking.
I can't really talk too much on the phone about nothing crazy. You already know.
100%.
Free me. Yeah.
It's just free Bricc. We just the people wanted to hear your voice, man.
Just walk on the yard in the field.
Hey, don't load up.
They can.
They give a nigga 10 minutes a day. Nigga trying to handle the important shit first before a nigga got on the internet. But you already know I called you while you was right there. So
yeah, I didn't.
That's what it is.
You
man.
just calling me on some regular shit. This wasn't even a call just to be on live. I just happened to be on live to be on it.
He lying like a motherfucker. You ain't just happen to be on shit, nigga. This call was exactly what we think it is. It's just a coincidence that Luce Cannon and Bricc Baby called their parent company, No Jumper, same day, back to back. Who believes that is a coincidence? Raise your hand.
Right.
Hey, when you see that dog, the dog don't believe it. Whoever dog that is, the dog say. That's true. I love that dog.
I seen Gossip raise his hand. Gossip, you wrong.
Guys, if you forget to raise your hand, I'll bite your hand off, boy. You raise your hand. Put that dumb. Are you fucking listen? What is this about? I don't even. To me, it's just plain stupidity. Tell me what that was about.
Bricc Baby just wanted his little 2 minutes of fame and say, "Ain't nobody touch me." Hell no, ain't nobody touch Bricc Baby. They know he hotter than above. They like, look, nigga, whatever, nigga. We ain't messing with you.
This shit is the ultimate example of clout chasing. This is when clout chasing goes bad.
Bricc Baby gonna get a bond first.
First, he first was gonna get a bond. No, he got too much shit going on. All them niggas is stupid as a motherfucker. Somebody said that Luce Cannon is a base head baby. He's a crack baby. I agree. Because crack heads look normal, crack babies look normal, but the elevators don't go to the top. They look normal as a motherfucker. Hey, Juice, watch this, Juice.
What up, though?
Watch this, Juice. Now, here are academics. What acad? Watch this, Juice. Now we got academics. Now watch this, Juice. Listen to what academics is saying.
They got me feeling like I'm academics. Tell y'all why this is the content Rico. I've never
called this a content Rico. He calls the Rico that Big U, Bricc Baby, and Luce Cannon are currently locked up for and charged with. It's called a content Rico. Here's why he says this.
Seen a Rico case ever. And by the way, LA podcasters, y'all got to stop, man. AdSense is not this good. I swear, I've been getting paid for AdSense for damn near 15 years. It is not this good. When I see, if you're locked up, respectfully, you shouldn't care what's going on at No Jumper. When I see Bricc Baby calling in, I'm like, ain't no way. You shouldn't be on no phone. Look, this is nasty work, and I'm a civilian. And this is where the current culture of not only LA podcasting has made it, but this whole is content has made it. We don't need you to call in from the feds. This isn't that like the people in jail are still trying to amuse the people sitting at home with popcorn. It's crazy. Check out the content. This is not content. I don't know who needs to hear it. And I'm saying this respectfully to Bricc, Luce, all of them. Y'all are in a federal indictment. This shit is serious.
God damn, I only got like 4-5 minutes to talk.
All right, look, you live, Bricc, you live.
The moment Bricc hears that, he should have hung the fuck up. Could you imagine Lil Durk be like, yo, Ack, we on stream? Ack, we on stream, gang? Yo, Ack, man. Man, I know I'm facing this case, man, but listen, man, fuck them niggas from the other side, man. You sent my album out, man. This We Got Content shit has gotten so far. The one time y'all should just be quiet and chill. Let the lawyer do the talking. You only got 5 more minutes. I only got 5 more minutes, but yo, we live? We live?
Live.
Hey, Juice.
Yeah.
This is the square. The person who has said he's not a street nigga, he's a civilian. This is the person who has never been locked up a day in his life. And never shot nothing, sold nothing, none of that. Right? This is one of the people that we all have criticized for giving these idiots a platform to spew out all the dumb shit that eventually has led to their own demise. He's saying the last thing you should be doing is trying to amuse motherfuckers out in the free world while you're sitting in a holding facility being charged with Class A felonies on your way to prison. The last thing you should be doing is being on the internet trying to do content. You're doing content
because they want to dry snitch. They want to tell without telling, man. So they using these platforms to put it out there and then say. So when they tell, they go say it was already out. It was on. It was. They go get academics pulled up. They go get no jump. They go involve everybody else in they bullshit because they want to tell. They not man enough to take their licks and keep on moving. Y'all started the investigation, finished the investigation on out, and that's what they doing though. They doing it in the cowardly way though. You feel me?
Bricc already told. Look, Bricc already told. He just doing that because nigga, he finna get. He got sent a couple dollars.
Bricc telling Bricc
needed that couple dollars.
Bricc beyond a rat. Bricc been working because he been in denial, telling everybody that his case wasn't even existing no more. They threw that case out. So that let you know, for him to be covering up that he even got a case pending, he was working. He wasn't doing no telling. He was going around probably wired for sound with sound, audio, and visuals. You feel me? So Lord knows what he done been doing in the underworld. So I'm starting to believe the Pee Wee Longway shit might be true. He probably had something to do with Pee Wee Longway and them going down. You feel
he
me?
ain't from down there. Think about it. He ain't from down there.
So he could get
he
could
definitely tell on the
keep
nigga
it
that
moving.
ain't. Yeah, he'd definitely tell on a nigga that ain't from his section.
So what do you think about what Academic is saying? So this is a YouTuber, a streamer, a podcaster. This is a quasi-journalist saying flat out.
Cause Academic smart enough to know he don't want he know the feds gonna come knocking at his door for that video and audio. You feel me? So he giving them forewarning, like, hey man, why would you be saying this? This ain't no time for you to be doing no interviews. You feel me? But I'm gonna do it though. If you want to call in, I'm gonna record your goofy ass. That's what the Academic's letting them know. But you shouldn't be doing it.
My question to you, Juice, is because we all started out by criticizing these platforms who are knowingly engaging in this goofy shit. But here's Academics. He's answering us without even hearing. He knows what this is Academic answering the question for us. The question is, hey, listen, nigga, what do we? Hey, Academic, how do you feel about these guys lining themselves up and getting themselves knocked down? He's answering that question for us. Hey, nigga, you might want to shut the fuck up. You're already in jail, facing federal indictment, and you still talking. You should be concerned about what the fuck about no jumper.
For real.
Bricc need the money. He
This
like,
is a,
shit.
so the question is, do you think Adam paid them for them phone calls, or you think he just did it voluntarily?
I think they doing them phone calls voluntarily. They ain't there to collect no check. They can't get no check.
They got families though. They got fam. Listen, I would hate to believe that those guys called in fresh off a hot ass major indictment, the biggest thing going on in hip hop right now. I would hate to believe that these niggas was stupid enough.
No, I'm gonna tell you what they doing. You might be right, but I'm gonna say this: they ain't put a price on it. They probably calling in with the anticipation of the hope that, hey man, y'all look out for us. We gonna call in to keep the content coming in, keep y'all rates up, and hoping they look out for them on some real shit. How you go get some real shit out some fake shit? You feel me? And that's what they looking for. I guarantee you, Adam ain't told them, hey, call in. I'm gonna give y'all $1,500 to call in. I guarantee you he ain't do that. Why would he? He got them on the hook and the line right now. They at their begging mercy. Why? Because I feel Wack still orchestrating it all. I feel Wack orchestrated all this to be content. Hey, y'all, we could do this. Y'all gonna need some help behind it because Wack know Wack from the street, so he already know what to say. Y'all gonna need some help out there. Y'all keep calling in. I'm pretty sure I could get 21 Jump Street to go on and fund y'all something. Just keep it. Watch how the views go up. You feel me? That's on the real because they not smart enough to negotiate no deal that quick and get it in black and white. So they got to be going on them boys' words alone. You know what I'm saying?
And listen, Juice. Listen to what you're saying, Juice. You're saying that Bricc Baby and Luce Cannon are not smart enough to, on the fly, negotiate a deal in which they would get some compensation immediately for calling in, giving content of substance in real time. If they ain't smart enough to know how to do that, how could they ever be smart enough? Why would we ever think they're smart enough? Bro, if they're not smart enough to do that, that means that them niggas are dangerous.
Man, they got lawyer fees and all type of shit. I just can't see that.
They very dangerous. They ain't orchestrated none of this. Wack 100 been the mastermind behind everything that they've been doing. They ain't been thinking and leading the way. Name one play that they laid down that didn't have Wack name all written on it. Every play that they went on been guided by Wack 100. He the mastermind.
I agree. So let's pivot for a second. Let's do the Euro step. Who's more dangerous, Wack 100 or Adam22?
Adam22.
Shit, Wack 100.
Wack. This why I say Adam22, right? Even though that Wack have the voice, his voice ain't as loud as Adam's platform. You see what I'm saying? He got his own platform, but it's not as big. That's why I said Adam. And he goes straight there.
The reason I say Wack controlling Adam, Wack controlling everybody. Wack setting up the play. It ain't about Wack platforms. Wack wanted his platform bigger to be big. Wack got stakes in all their platform. Wack dictate who go come on your show, what the topics go be. Look at it. He control 21 Jump Street and he control academic shows.
Whose platform is it though? You see what I'm saying?
Listen,
that's why I said that, because it's his platform. It's not about him controlling who come over there. Adam allows him to do that.
It ain't what Adam allowed.
Adam a bird brain. Adam a bird brain.
Wack.
So you really think that
take the Wack? You don't
wait. You really think that Adam at any given time to say get the fuck on? You don't got to come on my platform.
Why would he when Wack is bringing the content to his platform?
That's exactly what I'm saying. He's the one in control. He's not taking it to his own platform.
He's still not in control. His name just on it. He not control because if he stayed Wack 100 go somewhere else, then Wack could take them to anybody else's platform and blow their platform.
When you saying his name just on it, when you say his name, just own it. He been doing that way before Wack even come on this platform. Wack wasn't a founder member of this platform.
And Wack and since Wack coming on there with the
Without Wack,
content that he
they content basic.
with the
Without Wack,
content that he
it's
getting
basic.
now with the gang activities and all that, Wack 100 is designed all of that. Wack 100 written the scripts to all of that. So Wack 100 played a big point in his platform blowing the
Yeah.
way it's been blowing.
I'm
Without
not
Wack,
disputing
without
that.
Wack,
Playing a
it's
big
basic.
point. I'm not disputing a big point, but he's the owner. And the owner ultimately has the control.
No matter if you the owner or not, the people that built your platform, because without Wack 100, Wack could take his show somewhere else to take all them people with him.
I had to disagree with that one.
Then what the owner go back to doing porn?
I had to disagree with that
Even
one.
the owner know not to let go his ace of spade, nigga.
Listen, what y'all just said, just like any business, a person build a business up for the sole purpose of getting it big and they sell it. Wack did his job on building that platform up. He
And
did
Wack,
exactly what he's supposed to do.
and as soon as Adam22 fall out with Wack, Adam22 go end up just like Big U did. Remember, once upon a time,
However they did.
Big U. Hold on, let me finish.
No,
Once
I
upon a time,
already
Big U
know.
was Adam's man. And what happened to Big U? You feel me?
I already know how to start off good and end up bad for real.
What Adam22 ain't got the resources Wack 100 got. Adam22 just got into this game. Wack 100 been in this game since Tupac was alive. Wack 100 been playing this game since 1991. Where was Adam22 in 91?
Wherever he was at in 91, his platform still bigger than his today because he let Wack 100 build
You
it up.
looking at one platform. Wack 100 got his hands in multiple platforms. It ain't just no one platform. He got multiple platforms that his hands in.
Yeah,
All that stuff
right now,
with Ray
Wack goes on. He's featured on academics whenever he will. He's featured on No Jumper. He can go to Vlad TV. He can go anywhere, and then he can take it to straight YouTube, or he can go to Clubhouse. He has multiple sources to get off. So
Ray J.
So, all that. So let me answer my own question. Who is more powerful, Wack 100 or Adam? Well, more dangerous. More dangerous. I believe that Wack 100 set this whole play in motion, and I believe that he used his pyro power to manipulate some rolling 60s Crips to infight and go at each other. Wack 100 chose the stupidest niggas that the Crip organization had to go against their own kind, who just so happened to be Big U, who he just so happened to have fell off with. Wack 100 is a dangerous motherfucker. Whether it's Adam22 or whoever, Wack gonna get that play off. He gonna get that content off. He gonna make sure that the hip hop police and every other form of law enforcement get that info.
I think until he make that choice, I still think Wack is not the bigger player here. He bringing the content.
Wack orchestrated this shit, bro. Wack, listen, it wasn't Adam22 who went to Luce Cannon, who went to Christopher Lovejoy, aka 600, who went to Bricc Baby. That's all Wack's play. Wack fake fall out with niggas, or real fall out with niggas. But at the heart of this whole plan is, before any of this started, Wack fell out with who? Big U.
Big U.
Wack saw that Big U is the kind of guy who always falls out with people. So Wack, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. That's the simple principle that Wack used. And Wack, Luce Cannon didn't have no platform. He ain't had no million followers before he started fucking with Wack. Christopher Lovejoy, nobody knew who the fuck this nigga is. He ain't had no platform before he started fucking with Wack. Wack provided the platform for these niggas to become household names. And in exchange for that, they had to do what he wanted to do, which was destroy Big U.
Situation? One of his vanilla Suge Knight situations?
Yes, it's worse than that. Because listen, Listen, name me where the fuck is the Rolling 60 Crip representatives at? You mean to tell me that, you mean to tell me that the most powerful Rolling 60 Crips are Bricc Baby, 600 Christopher Lovejoy, and Luce Cannon?
Crash dummies.
Listen, you ain't gotta be a Rolling 60s Crip in order to understand this making Crippin' look bad, bro. And it's all done being done by the puppet master who happens to be a Pyru.
From the beginning, right? Truthfully, from the beginning, that's something that baffled the fuck out of me from the beginning.
You ain't heard none of his people going down.
From the beginning, that's what baffled me. Who got that barking dog around, man? I think y'all keep hitting buttons or something.
That ain't me. That's real life.
No, man, you don't want us to know about these new sound effects that came with your new intro.
Hey, listen, man. Y'all like, share, subscribe, let everybody know that the YouTube streets is in full effect. Hey, listen, let's switch speeds, man. So, do y'all know who this young lady is right here? Y'all know
Amber Rose.
That's not Amber Rose. That's Freddie Gibbs' baby mama.
Oh, okay.
That's Freddie Gibbs' baby mama, the one who stopped fucking with Freddie Gibbs, started fucking with Benny the Butcher and the Buffalo, New York boys.
Right.
Y'all want to hear what she said? This is what she said about women. Watch this.
I'm gonna get a train ran on me. Like single file, second tile, everybody lined up.
I ain't gonna lie. 1, 2, 3. Just a joke at home, kids. Just a joke at home. Just a joke.
Is kids watching this?
No.
Oh, okay.
If they are, get off the fuck off. So this train, right? So is it the rush? Is it like a rush thing for you?
I think it's just everybody waiting their turn.
So okay, cool.
But I will say though, that's a lot of women's fantasy. A lot of women just won't say that shit. But every time I bring it up, it's like, oh, I don't want to be in a room with another man, or I don't want to. And I'm like, okay, so whoever is down, comment below, because I'm trying to get this shit rolling.
So
she's speaking from a hoe mentality. She sounds like a whore.
No shit, just.
Hey,
that's a super whore.
Hey, Juice. Hey, wait, hold on, bro. This nigga Juice said.
You feel me?
Hey, this nigga Juice said she's speaking from a whore, nigga. Hey, Juice, good brother, Slumberlaker, bro. This nigga said, I'm calling you nigga, bro. Get mad at me, bro. This nigga said. The first thing this nigga said was, she's speaking. This nigga said this shit so matter of factly with no emotion. This nigga said, oh, she's speaking for my whole mentality. Yeah, but just think she is.
Hey.
Yeah, nigga. Is it true? We ain't women now, and we ain't on that shit. Is it true? Have y'all heard? Are y'all aware that most women?
Y'all be wanting to get ran?
Their fantasy be wanting to get ran. Hey, Sharon, hey, is it true that most women want to get 4-5 dicks put in their face and jizzed on?
You know what's up, though? We so much in a double standard world, right? These women, I truly believe, I talked to a few women, I read in a few books, right? These women truly all want that experience, but the world they grew up in won't allow it because they being ostracized. You see what I'm saying? I didn't talk to a few of them about it. This ain't a new topic. She just the one that's ballsy enough to bring it to the public forefront. So I personally think she's speaking for the multitude who's scared to even voice that opinion.
Hey, Gossip, stay from the bunny ranch, Gossip. You got to stop hanging with the bunny ranch.
Listen, man. Listen, from the area I came from, right? It was a house that was dubbed as the naked house. Inside that naked house, boy, this back in the Hojo days and all that other crazy shit.
Okay, hold on, man. And
Somebody's watching me. Is my anxiety Somebody's watching me. It's my
Bro,
anxiety.
this somebody's baby mama, bro.
Hey, hold on. Hey, hold on.
Fucked up.
Hey.
Man, he knocked her up, bro.
Hold on, man. So listen, by a show of hands, which one of y'all will hit this hoe? By a show of hands.
I hit her ass with a bat and tell her to get the fuck on, or stick across her motherfucking head.
So y'all don't think this is a sexy white bitch?
I get the head. I ain't really into all that plastic shit, all that fake shit. I'm good on that. She can hit the head.
You want to hear something though? This I don't know. This is my era, right? I done been homeboys with a whole lot of guys, right? We done did everything together. I can't even sit here and say that, yep, he did went first and I done went second and double penetration, all that goofy ass shit, man.
First of all, listen, I'm not sticking my dick in no bitch who just got jizzed in. When you take your dick and put it in the bitch you got jizzed in, that means your dick got jizz on it from the nigga before you. That is no. What the fuck is what? No, nigga. What? Listen, but that tells you how diabolical some hoes is, because we don't really know as men. We like to think we know, but we don't really know what that bitch is doing before she came over.
You feel me?
We don't really know. Let's keep it G now. That's why niggas be ready to knock a bitch head off, bro. When they find out that the bitch really on that tip. You hear me?
Hey, this what tip it be on, right? Now I know y'all know this. Twins that's born without the same father. Every hood have them. Every hood have them, and a person never know, only the inner circle, bro. And that's what reality is. That means it's 7 o'clock, and maybe even 7:01, two people to just level their hands off. You know what I mean? 7 o'clock, 7:01. That's the same session.
That ain't right, man. And listen, that ain't right, man. I can see why so many people be ready to go off like that, bro. That ain't right. Y'all need to stop.
Listen, I had a crush on AJ Johnson growing up, just like the rest of everybody else, right? She just told the story about her being 50 years old getting ran. You see what I'm saying? Hey, it goes a lot, man.
Enough of the horror talk. And breaking news, sad news. Future's best homie, his best buddy, young Scooter, aka Scooter, lost his life in Atlanta. Was that yesterday or was that today?
Yesterday.
All right. Let's look at the news. On his birthday. Let's listen to this.
A developing story now out of the Atlanta area. Several agencies now involved in the investigation into the death of an Atlanta rapper after police say he died while running from officers. Take a look here. This tweet from the New York Post highlighting all of that, saying, quote, rapper Young Scooter dead on his 39th birthday in a freak accident while fleeing Atlanta police. A lot going on here, so let's bring in Lindsay Tuman, joining us live at the headquarters for the Georgia Bureau of Investigation with the latest. Good morning, Lindsay. Obviously, a lot known and a lot still left to figure out here.
A lot of questions surrounding this case, and that's exactly why Atlanta police asked the Georgia Bureau of Investigation to step in and handle this investigation. They say this all started when that man was fleeing from police when they were trying to surround a home.
A large police presence filled the area around William Nye Drive in southeast Atlanta Friday night.
Officers responded to a dispute with a weapon. It was advised in the call remarks that shots were fired and a female was dragged back into the location.
When officers got on the scene, they say they knocked on the door. A man answered, then immediately shut the door on officers.
The officers then established a perimeter. During the process of establishing the perimeter, two males fled out of the rear of the house. One male returned back into the house. The other male jumped two fences as he was fleeing.
Investigators say when they located the man, they found him injured.
There was no indication of anyone being shot. This appears that there was When he fell, some type of fracture injury to the leg, which caused the bleeding.
The 39-year-old was taken to Grady Memorial Hospital, where he later died. There have been a lot of questions over what happened on social media, which is part of the reason Atlanta police called in the GBI to investigate the incident.
And this is why we're here doing this press conference, to put out there that the Atlanta Police Department has not been involved in any shootings tonight. And the incident on William Nye, there was not a shooting at all. We're here to discuss two events this evening. The first being from the 200 block of William Nye Drive. In Zone 3, officers responded to a dispute with a weapon. It was advised in the call remarks that shots were fired and a female was dragged back into the location. Once officers arrived, they knocked on the door. A male opened the door and immediately shut the door on the officers. The officers then established a perimeter. During the process of establishing the perimeter, two males fled out of the rear of the house. One male returned back into the house. The other male jumped two fences as he was fleeing. When officers located him on the other side of the fence, he appeared to have suffered an injury to his leg. Officers rendered aid and he was transported to Grady Hospital, where he was pronounced deceased. That male is going to be a 39-year-old male out of Atlanta. Just to be very clear, the injury that was sustained was not via the officers on scene. It was when the male was fleeing.
Can we confirm that it's the known rapper that goes by the name of Young Scooter, the 39-year-old male?
We cannot at this point. That's a function of the Fulton County Medical Examiners.
We don't need him to. We understand that his Young Scooter, his birthday was yesterday, man. Rest in peace to Scooter. Shout out to all his family. Someone who I'm not going to name all who I know, but shout out to all them boys, man. It's a crazy situation, man. What say you? What does the YouTube street say about this situation?
It's a very sad occurrence, man. And according to what's being reported, it comes from an injury with a broken leg. The blood vessels run down the leg, and if that bone actually hit that blood vessel, that could have been a whole culprit. Of any way you look at it, it's definitely sad. And a lot of people always want to know how the person died from a leg injury, and that's most of the time what it is, that blood vessel.
That second fence must have been a motherfucker.
I mean, it make yourself question what decisions did he make wrong for that outcome to come out like it did? You know what I'm saying? He didn't, because at first they was trying to say he was shot by Atlanta PD, and they quickly came out and rebutted that and let that be known. They never fired no shots at him. You know what I'm saying? So what was his call in that, you know, on the accident? Because it sounded like he broke his leg on accident. It wasn't deliberately. On the accident, he passed form. You feel me?
Listen, at first when the story had broke, I was told that the house got raided. So since they said the house got raided, knowing who he is, you know it's something in the house. I'm thinking he got the 2 for 15s, 3 for 20s going, and the block just jumping crazy, and he get it raided, and he shoot out the back door. But it supposedly was something that happened the night before, not even the same day.
Ain't that's crazy? That's what I'm saying.
So they didn't find the female. They didn't find the female.
Right.
And the other person who ran, it was his son.
Just listen to the whole story. It was a fake 911 call. It was a fake police report that he was shot by ATL PD, Atlanta PD. It's just been like the whole hookup was like it's like a cover up been plotted ahead of time. You know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of false statements. Why? Deliberately.
I think they was. I think they lying about the reason they was there. But I think how he went out, I think it's exactly how they said. That first fence, good job. That second fence whooped his ass.
That's a perfect example of a freak accident, man.
And the
Damn,
son
unexpected way.
seen his daddy go down, and he was like, "Oh hell no, I ain't gonna try that fence." And turned around and ran back in the house.
I don't
So
even know what
was
to
it?
say about
Is it report? I heard. I don't know if it's true, but they were saying he was on the phone. He had called home. He was talking to people. He was up kicking it.
He got transported to the hospital. He died in the hospital.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They said that he was kicking it and he made some phone calls and everything before he died.
Maybe
So is
internal
is the
bleeding.
is
Something
the
different.
is the hospital to blame? You feel me? Did
but
they miss something when he got to the hospital? Not to cover, he had some type of internal bleeding going on.
if you had those type of injuries though, namely with the leg and the veins that run through that leg, it's almost impossible to recover from that because so many people have died from leg injuries that seemed minor, but once it cut that blood vessel, they was through.
Rest in peace, young Scooter. Young Scooter's passing is just as impactful to the city of Atlanta, not just because of his connections with music. Young Scooter is a living legend. No spelled his name, straight up stand-up guy. His death is just as impactful as the death of anybody in recent memory, from Bankroll Fresh to Trouble. Young Scooter was a stumped down legend. I want to send my condolences out to his family, his close friends, loved ones. To me, it don't even matter what happened at this point. But what I do know is that the city of Atlanta is on high alert. Shorty Low, absolutely.
Shorty Low, yeah.
It's just as impactful as Shorty Low. Young Scooter, a living fucking legend, man. It's gonna be some accounting for what happened. This is Future's best friend. Future is one of the biggest rappers in the history of hip hop. That's why they're being so touchy-feely when it comes to this, because they know what he meant to the streets. School to snap his fingers is a problem in the city of Atlanta, and everybody knows that, knew that. The people he dealt with, they don't give a fuck if it's the police or not. They on that type of time. Just so we're on the same page. The Atlanta PD would do themselves favors by being as upright and as truthful as possible. Because if the streets smell any foul play, this might be the one that make that city explode because of how beloved of a person he was in the city of Atlanta. This ain't gonna just go. Motherfucker gonna get the bottom of this. Whether the streets, whether the public find out about it or not, oh, it's a problem. It's a problem.
I think it's what they said though.
Hopefully it's just that, because I would hate to see something more.
Like I said, I just dispute why they was there. I think they was lying about that. I think that nigga had the trap going crazy. False call neighbor like, oh hell no. 3 for 20's going stupid. You hear me? And here they come knocking.
Hey,
What
Jude.
his son said, his son ain't made no statement.
I don't think he has.
He did on Instagram. He just was like, "Fuck Atlanta PD." He ain't say that they shot.
What's his Instagram, Boogie?
Hold on, I gotta go look again. Man. I ain't followed the little nigga.
Was it on the story or a post?
I found it. I found it through dog shit. Young Scooter shit. I'm about to find it right now. His son named KB.
On Instagram?
It's KBJRRRR.
KB
on Instagram. 4 R's. KBJ.
Soul Child.
4 R. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's on the story.
Right here say fuck APD, police not I ain't having no understanding.
He didn't say nothing about no shooting.
The hardest thing in life.
All right, it says fuck APD, 100 police ain't have no understanding. Pull straight up and they ain't give a fuck about no handcuffs on me. I just wanted to make sure you good. That's all. I kept asking and they whole ass kept lying. Damn, my best friend gonna have a birthday too.
Mm-hmm.
Your son and hustler just like you.
Me? That's what it came to.
Hey, listen, man. When more information materializes about what happened with Scooter, we'll fill you guys in. Don't know. I don't really want to speculate because we don't have any substantive information to offer. The YouTube streets, we pride ourselves and we earmark ourselves on trying to put forth as much quality content as possible. We don't have any information. As information reveals itself, we will come back to you guys, but give you any update if an update is needed. Like we said before, on behalf of the YouTube streets, ATL, what's up, Young Scooter, your family, what's up? Y'all know what it is, man. What's next on the agenda, brothers?
Who else we have? R.I.P. to Young Scooter too.
Yeah, man, that's crazy how that happened. Who else was on the docket?
We covered everybody, man. We covered everybody. Let's talk about the YouTube streets, for example. For the people have been sending me clips of our content that's been going crazy on blogs across the country. I received some content from Germany where somebody had took our content and shared it, man. Are we cool with how people are using our content, or do we have a problem with that? I personally don't give a fuck because all it does is boomerang back to us.
Yeah, I ain't tripping on it.
I don't think that it should be a problem. Actually, it's a positive, right? Because not only are they just using it, it's giving exposure to what we're trying to do or what we started out doing. You know what I mean? We ain't into all that striking a person channel or reporting it for somebody using our stuff. That ain't what we're into. You see what I'm saying? So if people taking it and putting it in different countries, all that can do is be a plus for the brand.
I ain't against it either. I welcome it. Good or bad publicity. You know what I'm saying? I feel that give new subscribers a chance to get aware of us and come and check it out for themselves to see what we really talking about and what we displaying on our platform.
Shout out to my man Sharab NYC. Sharab just texted me. He said, "Man, they think Luce Cannon crazy. That motherfucker know exactly what he's doing. them guys on that platform that's letting them call from prison and talking to them, they don't understand that the government will call them in to testify as witnesses as well. And that's true. That's true. You don't record jail calls. You calling the motherfucker. That is true. Shout out to my man Sherrod, NYC's finest, man. He a Fed, baby. He's always come with good supportive content for YouTube streets, man. Who we got to shout out, man? I want to shout out Mississippi, of course. I want to shout out Little Rock, Arkansas. Yeah, shout out to the whole dog pound. We don't call our chat, we call it the dog pound. My evil twin Hellcat is back on No Jumper. Breaking news. Hellcat is back on No Jumper News. I think she on 4 or 5 days a week right now. It is pretty.
Shout out to Hellcat.
Shout out to Hellcat. Shout out to free my man OG Freeze. OG Freeze. Shout out to all the GDs representing the city of Atlanta and beyond, from Macon to Augusta. Shout out to all the GDs, man. Free all the real. Shout out to my man OG Freeze.
Is OG Freeze out? Did OG Freeze get out?
Nah, he ain't out yet, man. He's still fighting that fight, man. Shout out to
the
city of Augusta, Georgia. First Friday's coming up next Friday. Shout out to everybody who's been supporting the program. All my people from New York, my people from Saginaw, Flint, Lansing, Pontiac,
Grand Rapids,
Battle Creek, Gunru, aka Grand Rapids, Muskegon, Lansing, all my Jackson people. Shout out to everybody who really rocking and rolling with the YouTube streets, man. Shout out to all the other platforms who are sharing our material. It's the reason why we put the link up so people can chime in with us, because we don't give a fuck. We ain't running for no conversations, man.
That's right. And we got to give
Newark, New Jersey in the building. Newark, New Jersey, Dirty Jersey in the building. Chicago, what's up?
We got to give a big shout out to Ned Zeke over there at New Detroit Era too, that for doing the job they doing, supporting and protecting the women and children in Detroit.
Yes, yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, Juice, because Ned Zeke, he issued a statement wherein which he's challenging local blogs, podcasts, streamers, or what have you. He put the proverbial belt to ass, and he called the motherfuckers out who have platforms who are not talking about the issues that directly impact and affect the citizens in the city of Detroit, black people as a whole. What say you about how these platforms are not utilized? You want to gossip about, you want to talk about, you want to comment about, you want to come down on all this shit that has nothing to do with us in real life. We want to go at each other at the jugular veins, but we ain't talking about that new era of Detroit and what they got going on, man. Should we, as the YouTube streets, come out and issue a statement in support of Ned and the whole new era Detroit movement, or what should we do?
Most definitely we should, because they doing an absolute good job. They take it upon themselves to get out there and protect the community. You feel me? They ain't wait on the police. They ain't wait on somebody else to do it. Them brothers band together and take the time out of their lives and risk their lives and freedom and get out there and patrol these gas stations. When that gas clerk shot that brother and chased him over the freeway, he jumped to his death. They made sure the city came in and shut that gas station down. The other gas station, when they trapped the brother in there and they shot it, the guy came in there and shot and killed some of the patrons, some of the customers. They went down there and campaigned and made sure them gas stations was dealt with, shut down, and the police did their job. So we got to give big salutes to the people that are out actively protecting and putting risking their lives and freedom, trying to help the community without no strings attached. They doing it for the community themselves and going against the gangs and the violence out there that they faced against every night. You feel me? So yeah, we should bring support, and y'all need to get out there to these what they call town meetings and stuff to know what's going on in y'all community and help support them. If y'all can't get out there and patrol, y'all could give up finance. You could volunteer your time. You know what I'm saying? You could donate things for the homeless and all that. They take clothes, foods, and everything. So there's many things that you could do to support and help your community, especially with groups and organizations like that. The new Detroit era, man. Salute out to them. Big salute.
So listen,
the
we're going to take
YouTube
this
streets
time.
definitely ought to support him.
Listen,
The
we're gonna
all
take this
state fashion
time.
form.
We're gonna take this time to help further broadcast Ned's message. Here he is, right here, his own words.
What up, though? What up, though? Hey, look, earlier this week, I made a statement stating that there are far too many pages, reporting on rap news and hip hop news and celebrity gossip and all of that. It needs to be more pages reporting on, all the real shit that's going on in our communities, outside of the crime shit, the goofy shit, all the stuff that be getting all the clickbait and, all the negative energy. It just needs to be more. I know with our page, it's extremely organic. We do a lot of real shit, been doing a lot of real shit. We in our 11th season. In 11 years, we get sprinkled in here and there and on different pages, every blue moon, when there's real heavy motion, in our community every day. And not just us here in Detroit, man. I travel the country and I really build relationships with a lot of people working on the ground. And it's really the same. It's the same story. You know what I mean? A lot of people get overlooked. Once again, there's people that be working in the community, putting that work in, and they don't get any support or recognition. But as soon as a celebrity step in and do some shit one time, then, everybody want to run to it and praise them when there's a lot of people working in, on the street. And I'm saying all that because I wanted to make a post to just make it clear. Like, I'm not talking about, if you got a rap page and, that's what you do, that's fine. I'm strictly talking about or influencing people who looking to start new pages to, focus on some new shit. You know what I mean? It's a billion pages talking about what a rap nigga doing or what an entertainer doing. Very few pages talking about the real shit going on in our community. So that was strictly for that. I know a couple of rap pages got in their feelings about what I was saying, like I was directing it to them. I really had nothing to do with them. If that's what you're doing, and that's what you're doing. But once again, the real shit in our community need a lot more attention. And also, I would like for us as a people and as a community to stop looking at celebrities, rappers and entertainers, stop looking at these people like they supposed to be doing so much more, for us in our community. Like, they entertainers, entertainers, that's what they do. Like, yeah, they might come from the same place that we come from, they might come from the same blocks, the same hoods that we come from, but they're not obligated just because they celebrities or just because, they rappers to, give back on a level that, people in the community and community organizations do. I'm just sick of hearing it. I'm sick of hearing about how everybody should be obligated to do this. Pay more attention to the people that are doing the work, fuck all that who not doing it, pay more attention to people that are doing it. Let's say, for instance, if I was a rapper, I wouldn't say that, I do more in the community than somebody who, that's what they do for a living. How could you as a rapper or entertainer outwork somebody who work in the community for a living? I hear a lot of rappers talking about some don't nobody do more than us on the block and in the community. That's negative. That's a negative statement. Because there's brothers and sisters out here all across the country that put in mad work with no recognition every single day that you would never know about. You would never know about these people because they're not making the sites, they're not making the blogs, so people would never know about them. But I guarantee it ain't a rapper or entertainer who do more than the people that's working on the ground, and that's facts. I know I speak for ourselves as an organization. Ain't a rapper, an entertainer can say that they do more than we do on the block and in the community. And like I said, they're not supposed to. We do this shit for a living. I do this shit for a living, lifestyle. You feel me? Ain't nobody gonna outwork me, especially if nigga, you in the studio, you got shows, you doing other shit. While you doing that, I'm in the streets, we getting busy. So, I just want us to find a space to where we can work together. I feel like more entertainers should work with the niggas that's on the ground. Don't try to compete with, y'all want to pop out, do your own events, that's cool. But the real shit is finding somebody on the ground that's already doing the work, already got a connection with the people, already got a solid plan, and then working with them. Like, that's the real work. That's the real balance. We got to stop all this looking to celebrities to be your hood savior, man. Look to yourself first. What are you doing? You feel me? Like, and then from that, look at the people that's doing this shit for a living. Look at the organizations that's in our community that's doing this work. You know what I mean? And partner up with them, get with them, and put some work in. But you know, let's just keep that going, man. Let's go into this summer, man, working with each other, helping each other out, looking after each other. None of that competition shit, man. Like, it is what it is. Like, I would never say that as a community organizer, if I want to jump in and do a rap track, that I put in more work than a nigga who raps. So I feel like, you know, whether you rap or you an entertainer, you should never, with all due respect, say that you put in more work in the community than niggas who do this shit for a living. So just want to find some common ground, man. You know what I mean? I love all my people that's pushing progress in our community. And you know, that's doing the best that they can with what they got, and not just money but time. You feel me? So big shout out to people that are. Big shout out to my dog Jalen Rose. He got a whole school, man. Like, niggas, super rich ass basketball players and all the rest of this stuff, man. You know, he need more support, more attention that way. You know what I mean? So let's just start to support the real, and you know, let's figure out how we can work together. That's the goal always. So.
That's the goal always, man. Shout out to the whole new. Listen, go follow this page. I'm gonna follow them right there. Boom, I just did. I ain't telling y'all to do something I ain't did. I just followed New Era Detroit. Shout out to all the activity. Shout out to all the support. Y'all follow them. Find a way. Reach out to them. Don't just rely on what we're saying here. Reach out to them. Figure out what they got going on. Them brothers are putting in an amazing amount of work that is positive, impactful. They doing what you want black men to do. All this shit y'all talking about how black men don't do this, don't do that. Zeke and his squad, and Zeke and the squad, Zeke, New Era Detroit as a movement as a whole, they really making it happen, man. On behalf of the YouTube streets, public figure Boogie, Uncle Juice, man, y'all take y'all. What we doing, man? Y'all.
So I ain't on this page though, right? I ain't on this page.
I stuck.
I feel ostracized.
I told you I seen him raise his hand earlier.
Hey, Juice.
You hearing?
Get your people, Juice.
I feel ostracized.
I was saying what I was saying. I cut it off, and I was finna, on behalf of Public Figure Boogie TV. No, fuck that. On behalf of Detroit Gossip, aka the Thug, on behalf of you going last, Boogie, since you want to laugh, motherfucker. On behalf of Detroit Gossip, fuck you, Boogie. You want to laugh at me and make fun of my pain. On behalf of Detroit Gossip, aka the Thug, on behalf of Uncle Juice, aka the Beat Factory 313. And on behalf of this nigga,
you gotta say the best for last.
You're not the best. You're not the best. The twin is the best. Hey, don't get us started. Hey, Juice, don't get us started, nigga. Don't make us
say the best for last, bro.
Pow, nigga.
Yeah,
you feel me?
Yeah, nigga. Don't fuck with us, Boogie. We ain't sick of your shit. You hear me?
Public Figure Boogie TV.
And listen, I'm Dogface.
Public enemy number one.
And listen, the weekend of April 25th. April 25th is the Detroit, the Tampa Takeover Weekend, featuring super producer Helliver, featuring Team Eastside BEEZY. We got concerts, after parties. We have DJ Appreciation and networking brunch going on in Tampa Bay. Go to my page, Dogface TV Podcast. Hey, you know what it is, man. You know what it is. Shout out to Louisiana tapping in. Royce Madison, the whole Louisiana clique tapping in. Hey, we in Tampa Bay the weekend of April 25th, and y'all can catch me live. My stand-up comedy special, The Most Dangerous Voice in Detroit, at Punchline Comedy Club. Y'all need to come to the ticket link in my bio. Don't act like that, man. I expect to see the whole. Go to my, and listen, Sunday, April 13th. The most dangerous voice in Detroit. My comedy specials at Punchline Comedy Club. Go to Dogface TV Podcast on Instagram. Even if you're not following me, the link in my bios are active. Tickets are on sale now. Go get the tickets. Everything y'all hear me talking on this shit here, I'm standing on business. The most dangerous voice in Detroit. I'm live on stage at Punchline Comedy Club Sunday, April 13th. Come fuck with your boy. Who else? Shout out. Who y'all shouting out?
Shout out to the YouTube streets, man. I appreciate you boys, man, and y'all all doing superb interviewing and reporting on the news and journalism. Y'all some hell of a journalism.
Hey, you gonna start that again?
You feel
me? You see Juice come with that shit, man.
Start that again.
Man, you see what I'm saying? Hey, Boogie. Man, get your people, Boogie, man.
You feel me?
Get your boogie.
My nigga called it journalism. He went right back to this shit.
You already know.
Man, just get it's all, man. Shout out to Louisiana, shout out to Mississippi, shout out to LA. Hank out there in the Bay Area, shout out to Hank. Free my man Freeze, y'all know what it is, man. Hey, listen, anybody else we shout out to all the businesses.
Go like, comment, and subscribe on all our channels and support all our channels, everybody. You feel me?
That part.
Shout out to everybody that hate me. Ha ha.
Without the dog pound, it wouldn't be no YouTube street. So we salute y'all and shout y'all out the dog pound. And go check out all our content on all our channels. Y'all be surprised at what y'all see.
Hey, listen, man. Hey, listen, man. Yeah. No, I've been doing the last day of Ramadan. That's why I'm busting, you feel me?
Man, why your mic going up?
Hey, Boogie, Boogie, you heard what I said, motherfucker. I said that I ain't been doing much motherfucking cussing and fussing because I've been inspired by Juice.
That's what you already know.
I ain't been inspired by that Detroit gossip. No, because that nigga, we don't know what kind of shit that nigga on. He on some shit. Ain't
he running that?
You know what I'm on?
No, I don't know shit. I ain't no loose cannon shit. I don't know shit. I don't know. I ain't.
Hey, you can't retract the word that came out your mouth.
I'm gonna hang up on these niggas, man. I'm gonna hang up on these niggas.
The money dance. You feel me? Salute.
No.
Salute to all the supporters though from day one. That's what's happening for real. Appreciate it.
Peace. Let's go.